Margaret sitting outside here with a battery that's about to die, and I can't find my charger, even though I remember vividly putting it in my camera bag. I must have taken it out, and I don't know what I did with it. So I just want to say thank you for tuning in. Welcome to new subscribers, and hello to my old subscribers who I love so much. I do want to thank you for your prayers about Emily, our niece with Down syndrome, who is suffering with the virus right now. We got a great report. Everything was looking great. We thought 2 weeks more in the hospital on oxygen. Then we get this thing that says, oh, she can come home early. We're going to send her home with oxygen. And then that night, she spiked a fever, coughed up blood, and they put her back on the ventilator. So we are still praying, and good vibes, and whatever you do to send out, goodness in the universe. We're worried. We're very concerned about her. So I really would appreciate it if you keep her in your thoughts, and us, and her daddy, who can't be with her, and it's really touching our family. We're kind of feel like our hands are tied, We're happy to report that Emily is home. She's tired, she's weak, and she told us that she sounds like a froggy, but she's on the mend. So thanks so much for your prayers, concerns, thoughts, virtual hugs, and whatever you put out there on our behalf. We are reveling in relief. Okay, I'm here with another guest star this week. Would you like to introduce yourself?
I think they already know me, to be honest.
People don't recognize you from when you used to be in my videos a long time ago.
Oh, I guess so.
This is Thomas. This is my baby, my youngest of 3. And once upon a time, he used to love to be in my videos, and I could link a few of those. Probably Rapunzel would be the most memorable. Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your long hair.
Yes,
I'm gonna need a ladder.
yeah.
When he was such a good sport, I'd have to use him as a model, and he would stand there giggling the whole time, but he would let me stick these.
Yeah, and then you got those styrofoam heads, so there's no point of.
Yeah, but I needed you for Rapunzel because of the long hair.
Okay, you just used a head on a stick.
I didn't have a head on a stick. All right, I thought it might be fun. There was this tag that was going around at one time where people were asking, I don't know, it might be any significant other or family member or whatever. So here I've got my family member. But it's about knitting.
Oh, no.
But it's also, or let's just say about any yarn crafts. The tag was originally done for just knitters and mostly husbands, but I have taken these million questions, pared them down, and actually modified them to suit our needs here. So, number 1 question I'm going to ask you is, what's your favorite thing I've ever made you?
That BB-8 thing? The BB-8?
Your BB-8 Snuggie thing?
Yeah.
That you never used?
I used it.
Oh, okay. I'll link that below so you can see what it's talking about. Big giant thing, and I did one for
It's
each
like a big
kid.
jelly bean that you can get into.
Yeah, you get in it. Okay, does it annoy you when I knit in public? Like in the airport and stuff, does that bother you?
No. Because
Okay.
typically I'm just on my phone.
So typically you're ignoring me?
I don't notice you.
You don't notice me, okay. Does it bother you when I've dragged you into yarn stores?
I don't remember the last time you did that. I guess Michael's.
Yeah.
No, because I just go to the craft section and look at all the
Yeah,
boats.
you just ignore me and go find your other
Okay.
stuff. Although you did film me one time that was very helpful, and you kept in the part where I dropped the yarn on the ground.
Oh.
You don't remember that? Okay, have you ever wanted to knit? Yeah, I didn't think
Not
so.
particularly, no.
Well, why do you say it like that? You have done something similar to knitting.
I painted.
That's not knitting. I'm thinking about your rubber band men. What do you call that?
Oh, the loom
What was
bands.
it? What was it called? The loom, rubber band loom knitting. That not
don't
knitting, but anyway. And you made paracord bracelets. That was fun.
Yeah.
That was fun. Okay. Now here's the way they phrase this question. What do you think about me podcasting? This question is inappropriately written. Not inappropriately. It is wrongly worded. what we do here on YouTube is not a podcast, and somehow or another in the knitting community it got called a podcast, but the rest of the world knows that podcasts are primarily audio things. Some people making their audio, recording their audio podcasts may film themselves doing it and putting it on YouTube, but in truth, what you're watching is a YouTube channel or a vlog, video log. Okay, so what do you think about me having a YouTube channel about this topic?
It's cool. I mean, my friends like it. Gibby.
Once his roommate found me online, and I thought he was making fun of me, but he seemed to be quite proud of my accomplishment. So, do you think he was really proud of it? Or?
I think he still watches your videos.
Okay, do you know the difference in the weights of yarn?
I do not.
Okay, so you know how there's thick yarn and there's tiny thin yarn?
Yeah.
That's the differences in the weight. Do you know how much an average skein of yarn costs?
Like $4.
Okay, there's kind of like two categories. We call it big box yarn, and he said about $4. And that would be right. That would be from
One question, right?
the big box stores. You could buy, say $4 or $5. Of course, I always buy mine on sale, so I pay less than that. But you know that knit crate yarn that I get?
What was that, like $12?
No, higher.
25?
25 would be more of the average of those. $25 a hank for those, but the difference is the quality. I mean, it is all natural fibers, or usually, and just the quality is different. So, and you know what that means to pay more for quality, because you do that too with your electronics and stuff. Oh, come back on. Okay, if I were to ask you to buy me yarn, what would you do? And then there's another question that says, have you ever bought me yarn?
I don't know.
Have you ever bought me yarn?
I don't think so. Maybe
did.
for like a Christmas present.
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
When we played our Christmas game, every Christmas Eve, when Dad gives us money and turns us loose in Walmart, and we draw names, we have to dodge each other and buy the surprise gift. He got my name, bought me yarn. It was a chunky yarn, and it was very pretty. No. Can I yarn bomb the house?
Oh Lord, not my room.
Do you know what yarn bomb is?
No, I just throw yarn. It's like toilet paper, TP.
Yeah,
house?
it is kind of like 2P in somebody's house, but it's with yarn.
You do that with yarn. At someone's house.
They do it like, say, Dad's grill over there. Somebody might completely cover Dad's grill in yarn. And
Well, that'd be a prank, wouldn't it?
yeah, it would
I
be.
would start a prank war.
Kind of, sort of. People do it in parks and stuff, and it's kind of like bright. Or you may even crochet or knit something that fits around it. I don't know. If you could have me make you anything, what would it be? This would be a better question for when you were like 9, when we used to do these videos, because you used to give me orders back then.
Probably a hoodie.
You would want a knit or crochet hoodie?
I don't know how to knit.
Maggie asked for a Harry Potter sweater, like Ron's family. She got it. That's the only sweater I've ever knit, was Maggie's Harry Potter sweater.
Yeah, a hoodie would be cool. With my logo on it.
Okay. My friends seem to have, all right, this is my version of this question. My friends seem to think my hobby and my channel are stupid. I have a strong suspicion that they're teasing me behind my back. What do you have to say about that?
I mean, my friends think my channel is stupid. I don't care.
He has the best attitude. That's exactly right. I say, I don't care, and I went out and made my own friends on YouTube. How many subscribers do you think I have on my channel?
62,000?
No, I think it's 57,000 or something like that. And by the way, Thomas's channel is Plasmoz, Plamoz. He's just getting...
I got the S. Plasmoz.
Oh, yeah. And he's just getting started, so if you have any gaming people in your family, it's primarily Fortnite.
CS:GO and Fortnite, yeah.
CS:GO?
It's more of a competitive type game.
Oh, okay. Shameless plug there, sorry.
Plugless shame.
All right, this says, what's your favorite podcast? And I think this question was talking about what video channels do you like? What do you watch?
Recently I've been watching like competitive CS:GO, but I like a load of gaming channels.
Do you watch comedy channels? I hear you laughing a lot. That's
Like
why.
Comedy Central. I watched Sidemen, who were pretty funny, but
But no, mostly gaming.
yeah, pretty much just gaming.
Yeah. Have you ever watched my channel?
I watched a couple of the videos I was in.
the ones he was in, of course. If I'd knit you a sweater, would you wear it even if it was hideous? What if you might hurt my feelings? You would probably put it on and say, "Thanks, Mom," and then you'd disappear and it would get lost.
It would disappear too.
It would disappear too. Oh, well, okay. Okay, I thought maybe we would see if he had any knowledge about knitting and crochet, as I'm always doing it, right? So this is a little bowl that sits next to my chair.
Oh.
And in it has all kinds of things that I use on a regular basis. Now, funnily enough, it has some more things in it right now because when I packed to move, I just kind of stuffed it in there. So it's more than my everyday things. But I thought we'd pull some of it out and see if Thomas has any idea what any of these things are or what they might do. But first of all, this was in there. It's a coaster. Do you know if this is knit or crochet?
I don't know the difference of those.
Okay, it's crochet. Okay, why? What is this and why do I have it in here?
It's a floppy ruler.
And why would one need a floppy ruler?
To measure length.
If I'm-
A
yeah.
ruler is for to measure stuff.
Well, if I'm making a hat, what am I measuring?
This?
Well,
I guess it would be low.
not really. I already know what I'm starting at if I'm making a hat for a certain size, but it's to measure as I go to know when to stop, when to add, when to subtract, things like that. Okay, another thing I have in here besides some lip balm and some lotion.
What those are for?
Yeah, you do know what those are for. What's that?
No idea. I couldn't even give you a guess.
This is a stitch holder in knitting. When you do fancy work, sometimes you take needles, take stitches and hold them, work on something, then you bring them back in. What are these?
Are those also stitch holders?
Close. They're a cousin to stitch holders. They're
End holders?
stitch markers. It tells you where to start and stop or to do something new or whatever. Okay. Scissors. Another floppy ruler. What are these?
I don't understand. They have sizes on it. That's not fun.
They came with some knitting needles, and you're supposed to put them on your work to mark what needle size you're using or something like that. I've never used these. I never plan to use these. I don't know why I have these, but I'm sure somebody else thinks they're really handy.
You should give them away.
Yeah, I guess I could.
Is that another ruler?
Yeah, we call them tape measures, by the way. Okay, what is this?
It's a little hat.
Here's another one.
Yeah, my fingers are too big for them.
They're not for your fingers.
For Mr. Sheep over here, aren't they?
No. What is it?
I don't know.
Can you guess?
It's for the end of your stitch thing?
needles, yes, so that your work doesn't come off when you have to go do something else. And they come in different sizes. Or it could be for tiny little people. Practice soccer with. Okay, what is this folded up tissue for?
Typically I use tissue for my nose.
I fold it up like this on purpose. What is it for?
I don't.
You know this. You've seen me with this all the time.
Oh, is it for your glasses?
Yeah. This is uniquely mine. I put this under my glasses like this when I'm working on the computer, and it lifts my glasses up so that I have more bifocals available and I don't have to change my neck position. So I sit around like this all the time, seriously. Well, this doesn't have anything to do with knitting or crochet, but do you know what this is?
That's for sewing.
Yes, it is. Good, but not exactly sewing, but what do you do with it?
Don't you like cut the...
Yeah, you're kind of unsewing.
Yeah.
Okay, and last but not least, what might this thing be?
Isn't that the bottom of one of those, like one of those things that you put down, you squeeze down and they pop up? Them suction cup things?
No. This has to do with knitting.
Oh.
It's a cord, it's a thing you put on the end of a cord, and if you take one of your, like you have two needles, one here and the cord in the middle, and if you take one of the needles off, you can put this on your cord so your stitches don't all fall off.
Oh.
I don't know what the proper name of it is, but I'm sure it has one. Oh wait, one last thing. Maggie gave me this. What is it?
It's a bowl.
Yeah. But see how it has this opening?
I was to put yarn inside and you just...
Right. So if you have a ball of yarn and it's not center pull for whatever reason, or even if it is, I guess, you can feed it through this little arm thing like that, and then it spins around and stays put in the bowl and it doesn't roll across your floor. So there you go. Good job. I think you got one right.
And it wasn't even stitching or it wasn't even knitting or crocheting. It was sewing.
That's right. Well, that's okay. That's another thing that's really important in my life. And as a matter of fact, I unearthed my sewing machine, but then I needed to make us some masks. I have the fabric. I have everything I need. I just can't find it all. But today I did find my fabric scissors and my pins and all that kind of stuff. So that's good. Tell everybody, I had lots of questions about what you were doing and where you were going and next year.
Oh, I'm going to University of North Texas for chemistry major.
Chemistry major, yes. He won the chemistry award in high school. I was quite proud of him. Another observation, he grew a lot since he used to be in my videos a lot. You may have noticed that.
It's been about 6 or 7 years.
It's been forever. But those of you who've been with me a long time do remember his crazy antics. But I thank you for being my special guest today. We're not going to shake hands because it's the virus. What is that's another thing. What is, not that I can't touch my own son living in the same house. I know that, and I don't need any explanations in the comment section. But here's a question for everybody. What do you think we're going to do going forward? Do you think Americans will continue to use the handshake as a form of greeting, or are we going to do something else? All right, wait, let me rephrase that.
Waving.
Business meeting, interviews, things like that. How are people going to do?
You can just do a classic fist bump.
Do you think a fist bump in a business meeting is going to go over? I think the Japanese have got it going on. They have never been handshakers. They just, do their bow, and I think that's incredibly respectful and keeps your distance. And I don't know. I'm going to start bowing. That's going to be my thing. Or nodding. Hello. Does this look like a salute of some sort? Hello. How are you? It's so nice to see you. Yeah, what if you lean into it? It's so nice to meet you. Does that look more like a greeting?
Sure.
Go back and play your game.
Okay.
Here's your drink. Thank you. I am still unpacking like a crazy person, but I did manage to finish one hat. one hat since I last showed you any projects, and I'm not even sure I like it that much. This is that, I'll put the link in the description box below. I stumbled upon this. It was a free pattern, and I thought, well, let me be really clever and add some stripes, but I didn't like the way it worked because you could kind of see the underside of the stitch, so it doesn't really look like I thought it would in my head. But in the meantime, I don't have a whole lot to report in the world of crafting. Thanks for watching, and I hope next time I have something of value. Talk to you soon. Bye.